Welcome to the convention, everybody. 2021, and our theme this year is choices and goals, which I think is very appropriate. And we are on Zoom for the most part and all over the world and also on Facebook Live. And the hosts today and tomorrow are myself and Brian, my brother here from Outlook. We have a radio show podcast. It's on Radio Western on Monday mornings at 11 Eastern, or it's on all podcast platforms at Outlook on Radio Western. So we're happy to be hosting this weekend.
Yes, this is very exciting. We're honored to be the hosts of this convention. We didn't have one last year due to COVID, unfortunately, but we're back this year better than ever and very much looking forward to the next few days. Thanks so much to everyone who has registered. As of last night when we closed off door prizes for today, we had 51 registrations, and since then there's been 7 more. So currently 58 registered. If you haven't registered yet and you want to be eligible for door prizes and also just to be, on the list of records for where everyone's from and all the people that are here, you can go to cfb.ca to do so. And I also just want to off the top quickly give you the basic Zoom commands for anyone here that may not remember. If you are calling in by phone, to mute and unmute, it is *6. To raise and lower your hand on the telephone is *9. And computer shortcuts, if you use a Windows computer, I believe it is Alt+A. And to raise and lower your hand on a Windows computer is Alt+Y. And then on a Mac is Command-Shift-A to mute and unmute, and Option-Y to raise your hand.
And also, if you guys, anybody have a question throughout the convention, or if you're having technical difficulties and things with all this technology, we have people waiting to help, and you can email convention@cfb.ca, and someone should be able to reach out and help you.
Okay, so I'm not sure if Alex is ready to do the invocation now. If not, I can introduce Scott Labar. Is Scott Labar here yet? I'm going to give you a quick introduction here, Scott, and then I'll take it over to you.
Sure.
So for everyone here today, let's welcome our national rep from the National Federation of the Blind, Scott Labar. He was born in Minnesota and heard about the NFB through the scholarship program. He currently serves as president of the NFB of Colorado and of the National Association of Blind Lawyers. So welcome, Scott Labar, to our Canadian Federation of the Blind 2021 virtual convention.
Well, thank you so much. I come here today bringing you greetings from the president of the National Federation of the Blind, Mark Riccobono, who is, of course, in Baltimore at our national headquarters. We have a very busy weekend going on at the National Federation of the Blind. Our National Scholarship Committee is meeting and trying to figure out who this year will receive one of 30 national scholarships that we give out. And so President Riccobono is quite busy with the scholarship committee this weekend, and he wanted to make sure that I passed along his greetings and well wishes for a great convention. I have been involved in the National Federation of the Blind since 1986, when I did win a scholarship coming out of Minnesota. I went to undergrad and law school in Minnesota, and then in 1993 moved to Baltimore for a while, where I worked directly for the Federation, and then in 94 I moved here to Colorado, and I've been here ever since. I never really want to move anywhere else. I live in a city called Centennial, Colorado, which is just outside of Denver. It's a suburb, essentially, and I love it here in Colorado, and I've been president of the NFB of Colorado since 2005, and I will not be running again in the fall when we have our elections. It's time for a transition. I'm starting to get long in the tooth, as they say, and not really, but it's always good to have transition when you have some young leadership that is qualified, ready to get going, and really keep building our federation. One thing that maybe some people don't know, my role in the Federation has changed a little bit in the last several months. I now officially serve as General Counsel to the Federation, where I help manage our legal program in terms of our advocacy work, but also all the other legal issues that we have to face as a federation, such as hotel contracts and insurance contracts and all kinds of fun stuff like that. There's a lot going on in the Federation, and we've had to expand our legal capacities to keep up with it. Anyway, I look forward to being with you this weekend. I will be running in and out. I've got a few other appointments today that I've got to attend, so I'll be zooming in and zooming out. That's always one nice feature of this virtual platform. And tomorrow evening, I look forward at your banquet to talking to you about what the Federation is doing here in the United States, especially during the pandemic, and then offering a few thoughts, I hope, thought-provoking thoughts about blindness and what issues we face. So thank you so much for inviting me to your convention, and I look forward to meeting many of you virtually this weekend, and hopefully someday be able to meet you in person. The next large Federation family event is our national convention. It will be virtual this year, July 6th through the 10th. Anybody can register, any of you. It's really expensive, though. It's $0. And encourage you to attend our convention. A lot of great stuff will be going on. But next year, we're hoping and praying, and we are fully expecting to be back in person in New Orleans, Louisiana, July 5th through 10th. So maybe some of you folks in Canada can make it down to New Orleans next year. Hopefully we'll be dealing with a lot better public health situation by then. So thank you very much for the introduction and the welcome, and I look forward to the rest of the weekend.
Thank you so much, Scott. It's our pleasure to have you here at our Canadian Federation of the Blind first ever virtual convention, and looking forward to the NFB virtual convention coming up in July. Definitely attend that one for sure. And coming up on a door prize, if there is time, we have 5 minutes before David Brunn will be coming in to talk about gateway navigation. Carrie, perhaps I'll turn it over to you. And if Nancy is available, I'm not totally sure.
Hi, Brian. It's
Yes.
Alex. I finally got co-host status, so
Okay.
I'm able to carry on with invocation if you'd still like.
Okay, absolutely. You can do the invocation.
Awesome. I'll keep this short and sweet so that we stay on time. Welcome everyone to the convention, and very grateful to be
Janet
here
Erickson
and be here
joined the meeting.
as we look to connect over this weekend and learn and share. I myself am broadcasting from Bowen Island, the traditional unceded territory of the Squamish Nation, and I know many of us are joining from unceded territory across Canada, so I definitely want to acknowledge that wherever we may be, but definitely, looking forward to all the connections that we have throughout this weekend. So, go forth, learn, share, and let's build the Federation together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex Jurgensen. Really appreciate the lovely invocation there. And just so everybody knows, my name is Brian Kajewski, and I am hosting here from Woodstock, Ontario, Canada, which is about an hour and a half west of Toronto, Ontario. I'm not sure if my co-host, Carrie, is available.
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, this is a lot of juggling, so yeah, I might not always be. Great. Thanks, everybody, for all of that. If we have time, quick for a door prize, Nancy, before we get to our first sort of speaker. Are you there? She was here, and maybe she got muted.
You hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm shaking. Welcome, you guys, to our convention. I'm the door prize girl from Burnaby, BC, and I have a Margot. Is there a Margot? Hello?
Margot, I've seen it. I know there's a Margot that's registered, but I'm not sure if she's on the call right now.
Okay, and the second one is look like a Marie Tellis. Tell us.
Your friend, Marie Tullett.
Oh, that's my girlfriend.
So Marie or Margot, if either of you are in the meeting, please raise your hands. And
the code is 2021.
yes, so email convention@cfb.ca. That's convention@cfb.ca. Nancy, you said the code is 2021. That's correct. So send that along with your name. We have all your info because you've already registered. And send that to convention@cfb.ca, and we will get back to you with more details on a $25 Amazon gift card.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I believe we will move on now. If David Brunn is on the meeting, he will be presenting about gateway navigation for about 10 minutes. We're a little bit actually ahead of schedule here, surprisingly, a couple minutes. So
Yeah, if you're not ready yet, we can always just sort of stall for you. No time, no pressure to get on till we actually assigned you your time. But